Welcome back to American Ground Radio. I'm Stephen Paul with Louis R. Avalone.
You remember that conversation that Donald Trump had with the Secretary of State of Georgia and a whole host of other Georgian officials?
Brad Raffensperger and his whole staff was on the phone, and they recorded it, and then they leaked it.
And it was right after the election, shortly after the election.
And Trump said, I think there are some votes that are missing out there, and if you go and you look, and these are the things that you should look for, and I think if you look there, you'll find the votes.
And, of course, they even convened a grand jury of whether to convict Donald Trump on that statement.
Yeah.
That I need you to go and find 11,000 and however many votes.
Like somehow they thought that was election fraud when he said, I think that the votes are there.
Now, the other part of this is President Trump did allude to on that call of the ridiculousness that was going on inside of Georgia with respect to their elections. And he named specifically Stacy Abrams.
Right.
That the state of Georgia made a terrible deal with Stacy Abrams.
They did.
He implicated her insofar as she was the one that was actually running the elections in Georgia.
She was, and that was her plan. That was her goal.
Well, now Vernon Jones, who's a former Democrat, now a Republican, who is running for governor of Georgia, he is now reporting, or he is now revealing, that Stacy Abrams owned a personnel firm called Happy Faces. That personnel firm, it's an employment firm.
Right.
Provided all of the employees, all of the temporary employees that the state of Georgia required to count ballots. I mean, do you realize she made millions?
There was actually a report out by the government from Georgia where they quoted someone who worked for Happy Faces saying, I'm ready to FS up. In regards to going and counting ballots. They were like, that was a Happy Faces employee who said that.
So basically, Happy Faces is owned by...
I did not realize it was owned by Stacy Abrams.
Funded by Stacy Abrams.
Wow.
Happy Faces provided all of the temporary employees needed.
And there's no conflict of interest there?
Needed for early voting, ballot adjudication, absentee ballot processing, warehousing, drop boxes, signature verification. Basically, Happy Faces ran the elections in Georgia.
That gave Stacy Abrams 100% control over the vote in the state of Georgia.
But Trump was wrong. He was wrong in that on that phone call. Of course, the mainstream media said all of that.
Wow.
But I think he was spot on. He knew this. He knew this.